into this best of 3, shall we? Best of 5? Sorry. Can't believe these are best of 5s. Like, it's just insane how long these best of 5 groups can take a long ass time. Isn't it crazy? Here you go, cast on bro, says Nerdchi. Thank you very much, dude. It is funny now, it's like, I don't understand why it says he's subscribed, and it's like you can send the message again. It's so confusing because like it doesn't show up on like certain alerts until you send the message version. And then sometimes people subscribe, but then they don't. It comes up, and then they like wait a couple days, and then they send their message, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why didn't you just sub another day? The sub's maybe in a bit of a weird spot at the moment. Let's go into this though, guys. Let's see how this is gonna go. Bottom right hand side of the map, our red Zerg. He's not red. Bottom right hand side of the map, the blue Zerg player. It is SortOf taking down Harston 3 games to 2 with a mixture of aggression and interest in macro games to make that happen. Top left, red Zerg player from Team Liquid is TLO. TLO! TLO! Who are you guys cheering for? TLO? Cheering on SortOf? I want to hear it. Best of 5 ZvZ. So far, the ZvZ has been pretty fun today. TLO's been playing well. 3-0 Lambo in the initial match. His ZvZ's actually just been on point in general recently. I would say his ZvZ has been so on point. Like, time after time after time, game after game, like, he just keeps on impressing me. Like, and he doesn't just, like, beat people, he, like, crushes people. Like, Lambo 3-0. The other day, he beat some people in ZvZ. What did he win did he beat yesterday, TLO? Came out top of his group. Oh, yeah, he crushed Zanster 2-0. WCS Austin, he took down Namshar easy. You know, it's like, he just doesn't stop, man. Was that Namshar? When did he take down Namshar? I think that was WCS Austin. It's so dumb, the new Wikipedia. Whoever designed the new Wikipedia needs to look at the lives and wonder what they were doing. Sorry, that was maybe a bit horrible. When did TLO place in Austin? Yeah, he went out to Neeb. I think he played like Namshar in Group Stage 2 or something. Maybe it was something else. Oh yeah, he played a 6 years against True in Austin. Crushed Panda Bear Me. Yeah, TLO's ZvZ's been on point lately. Maybe it was Challenger League. I think it was Challenger League he just crushed Namshar in as well. It's been pretty sick lately. He has been pretty sick indeed. So let's talk about this game then, because we see TLO is actually spamming up a bunch of lings while taking this third hatchery. He's down by 5 workers, so obviously looking to apply pressure as he gets in towards his ling speed. Across the map, SortOf is not going for ling speed. He's just been massing up his gas, and that might be coming back to bite him. Going to rush up into this lair. And probably, I guess, look towards like an Evo Chamber Roach Roaring sort of setup. But again, lings from TLO coming across the map. He's making 10 more seconds away from the speed. I mean, the drones will begin to continue building this wall. But now, I mean, lings can get in here. They're going to be able to target this down pretty quickly, right? Spinecrawler will finish very soon. He might, I mean, he can sit through a little bit of the Spinecrawler damage. Is it going to be enough? Can he sit through enough of this to kind of justify breaking the wall? Well, I think he kind of has to, because he's already made a lot of lings. But now the queens are going to block this as well. No cancel there, just the kill. He will be able to kill the top side. The ling numbers are running thin for TLO, and he has to make something happen soon. Roach Roaring will begin to build again. Evo Chamber gets blocked as a few lings get in. So now there's 2 gaps in the wall. 60 more lings being made. Bane Nest is up for TLO as well to keep on being aggressive. And we do have, again, these queens poking away up the ling's lair. Finishes. TLO sees this. Here we've seen a replacement coming in at the wall. Queens will chum in to try and target down those Banes. TLO wants to be a little bit careful about it, obviously. Going to try and fight the queen on the low ground. Just going to pull the Banes down to the low ground too, where they can be targeted by another queen. He'll just go onto the Spinecrawler. And this Spinecrawler now going to fall as well, which does again make the wall a little bit weaker. SortOf doesn't really want to make lings. He wants to make roaches, and they will start very shortly. We'll see the queen in the back will have a transfuse on it. He trades transfuses, actually. Both queens having one here. But so TLO will just have a bit too much, and he breaks through. He breaks on through. And that is going to be GG TLO. Some players top left side of the map is our red Zerg. Down by 1. His wall fell and the lings capitalized on the opportunity. It is SortOf. Bottom right, blue Zerg player from Team Liquid. It's TLO. Up by 1 in this best of 5. His ZvZ streak continues. I was just talking up his ZvZ, so it's nice to see him deliver. because otherwise I look like a bit of a fool. I think that's what TLO is so dangerous in ZvZ though. Like, he's not afraid to be aggressive, he's not afraid to play the longer roach games. And in a matchup that can be so volatile and has so many options, if you're comfortable playing so many of those, it can be difficult as your opponent, you know, it can be difficult for your opponent to always hit the right response. And so you really can have such a powerful kind of way to play throughout the entirety of a series or something. Spawn pool is on the way up then. Again, gas pool here from SortOf as he sets up initially. Drones continue to pop on out, and yeah, it's going to be seeing overlords moving out onto the map as well in general, moving in towards the center. You see this overlord of TLO, again, also moving in towards the center of the map. Let's look to see what he can get up to and see if he can do some damage. With this overlord. He's going to go and explode it above the mineral line and use the acid that comes out of his body to burn all the drones. That's how he's going to find damage, because I know you're all thinking, what the fuck's Wardy talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. We do see a few lings on the way out so far from SortOf. His opening with the earlier pool, earlier gas pool into the hatchery. Not like super aggressive though, like just gas pool hatch. So the expansion still comes up pretty quick. TLO, the thing about Abyssal Reef is that you really don't get overlords across the map very quickly, which means that, you know, if you don't get overlords across the map very quickly, you don't really see what's going on, and so a few lings sneaking around the left side of the map like this can become a little bit of an issue, and you just don't really expect it to happen, and then when it does happen, it's painful, and you take some damage, and it just becomes a bit messy. So here come these lings, gonna keep on moving around. TLO gonna take a third hatch. He's got 4 lings of his own on the way up. I mean, the queen about to pop, so it's just about kind of pulling his drones away and just trying to minimize damage he takes over the next few moments. Mineral walks past. Again, he's likely to lose 1 drone. He's actually going to use them now to actually protect the queen. Loses 1 drone. Very good defense. Very good defense by TLO, actually. The thing is, SortOf is going to keep on going for more of the same. He's actually going to pick off this overlord at the front, which means that TLO will be a little bit tough, you know, will have a difficult time sort of seeing the follow-up. And with ling speed already finished up for his opponent for SortOf, this flood of lings is going to hit so quickly. Bane Nest behind it too, and TLO sees it right now if these lings coming towards the center of the map. Yes, it's not great to lose those Zerglings, but at least it gives TLO a bit of a precursor warning as to what is about to happen. I wonder if he just cancels his third hatch. He doesn't have any more lava to actually utilize anyways. Queens will hold the top of the ramp for now. Bane Nest will come in to try and help out as part of the wall. This queen can't fill that gap though. You can see the drone's just not going to get there in time to really become anything either. TLO types out GG. And it is going to be TLO and Nurture on TLO and SortOf on Proxima Station. You know why I said that? Because Nurture had just subscribed. Like, for some reason I thought that's like, it looked really similar to Nurture, right? And I just looked at it on the events list that he subbed still or something. So Nurture was in my mind. It's TLO SortOf. God damn it. God damn it. Cheer 499. Oh, 499. What's going on with me? Words are becoming difficult 11 hours into this cast, guys. A cheer 499 from Popper Mitch. Thank you very much for the cheer 499, buddy. Hey, we finally got a bit boss for the day. Wow, I lasted a long time. I think I'm the longest ever lasting bit boss. Ha! Get on my level, scrubs. Thank you for the cheer 499, Popper Mitch. If we can see some love in the chat for that, that would be awesome. As SortOf is playing aggressively, guys, sorry. He's in the bottom left, the blue Zerg player, opening with his early gas pool and just spamming lings, hiding them as TLO goes into, again, I mean, just standard build for himself at home. He's going to gas this free hatch. So it's a bit greedy, and, well, now he starts to build a spine as he sees no natural. And he's about to see these overlords. Let's see if the spine, sorry, these Zerglings with the overlord. Let's see if the spine is going to be enough to hold. Ling speed kicks in, and TLO may have to find a little bit more of an answer at this point. As we see another spine starts up, queens will pop, drones will evacuate, and I guess the queens will obviously come to the ramp as well. Spine might want to pull back a bit further to be like, I guess it's kind of painful. Ooh, I like that. The Evo chamber to kind of block the spine a bit. Minimize some surface area. It's cute. It's cute. Already a ling going down to the spine, and well, now the spine gets surrounded from the other side, though a couple of lings going to block them in. Queen's helping. That spine in the back killed. One Spine at the front still holding on. Two Banes will move forwards. That's why TLO has to be very cautious. And oh, the Banes are both going to get onto the Spine Crawler. And that's going to make life difficult for TLO, but he's still 6 workers up. He has the hatchery in the back as well, by the way. So, while it doesn't seem great for him, he does have another kind of base he can take. So, well, not take, but he has a base he can mine from. So, again, he's going to be able to kind of make more lings now. And the thing is, he is going to be gasless. Oh, he was gasless, so he is going to be without speed. So he can't really counterattack or pressure, but if he's just limited to the 2 in-base, you know, the 2 bases which are in his base, you know, he might be okay anyways. Ling's coming down the ramp, going to try and fight. Another Queen will take its place. Not sure if the Queen with energy being down on the low ground is the better idea here, but he'll try it out. He'll give it a test. So far saving this hatchery, this third hatchery. Throws down a Bane Nest, of course. I mean, if you're going to play without gas and then into gas and you have to defend against Lings, the Ling speed takes a long time to come up and to become useful, and we sort of talked about this earlier in ZvZ, where you just don't necessarily need it. You just don't necessarily need it. And, yeah, because of that, we kind of just see that, you know, the Bane Nest from TLO is a much better way to kind of go about things, basically. So, Bane Nest is a better way to play defensively, and for TLO, he saved the third hatch for now, so playing defensively is going to be what he continues to do. Blocks the side here with an Evo Chamber, has the Queens to sort of shuffle at the front a bit, and well, so far so good. Sort of starting to take his own third hatch. We see him, well, TLO just morphing in a couple Banes of his own, and the game is gonna go into the longer stages. I mean, this was really kind of a clutch defense. This is an insane defense. I mean, this is ZvZ nowadays. These players are getting so good at understanding what to do, when to do it, and all the rest. It really does all add up as we see this Roach one will drop down over here too. Just going to be kind of becoming part of the wall. Creep spread pushing out, and I mean, TLO, a fast +1 upgrade, going to get in towards his Roach play, and at this point, sort of, is not going to look to kind of punish that at all. Both players just continuing to drone at this stage of the game. So both players just continuing to drone right now. As again, a few Lings going to sit back in the third base now. A couple more Lings pushing forwards. We're going to see these rocks taking some damage all over again. Once more, damage being dealt. Just, well, I guess he's just trying to break through to take, you know, get some access towards the gold base here in the next few moments. So, just looking to access the gold. There's a couple of Queens still. Looking to see what they can get up to as well. So what does TLO not have an advantage in? Well, the lair timing is going to be much slower, so you won't have Roach speed. So that's going to be something which you won't be able to utilize. I wonder if he wants Roach speed, though. Killing off these rocks, one thing it could mean is that he just wants a nice, fast path through the map. Okay, he is going to go lair. So he will get Roach speed, and I guess then he will not look to kill sort of too quickly with this. He might push for... So I was just sort of thinking to myself if he might attack. I don't really feel as though he needs to, or that he has any reason to try and attack. Like, I don't think he's set up nicely enough to justify pushing forwards with 3 roaches. Like, coming in towards the sort of center of the map here is okay, but anything past that I think is really pushing it in terms of what he can really get done. I mean, even with +1 finishing, like, what's he really going to achieve across the map with 4 roaches? So easy for sort of to outproduce that, so... I think TLO's best off just waiting to sort his own roach speed as his lair finishes. He's going to +2 as well. And this allows him... Well, I mean, he is pushing forwards, but again, sort of also has roaches on the way, so... Again, I just don't think TLO gains much from this. At all. He starts Carapace upgrade. He will not go into the +2 missiles. I mean, he doesn't have a lair yet, but... Well, actually, he has a second Evo, but he's not going to have the gas to be able to afford roach speed and +2, so... Kills off, actually, he kills off a lot of drones here. 5 is going to maybe get number 6. Doesn't quite get the fire down onto it, but 5 worker skills is actually not bad. Better than I thought he would get with this. 15 workers up right now. Just so shows you TLO is leading this game from the defense early. Army supplies are dead even. I mean, the thing is, though, sort of has a lair, so he's going to be able to go into the +2 missile attack. Generally, +2 missile is better than +1 carapace. Again, just because of the way the roaches attack and so on, the missile attack just goes so much further. Rocks get taken down. I'm just going to be seeing this queen continue to push this Overseer away towards the upper right hand side as well. So Overseer gets pushed away towards the upper right, and I know I'm sort of just humming and hawing. He actually, TLO cancels the carapace and goes +2. I like that. I actually think that's the better decision for him right here. +2 is only, missile attack is only 75 gas, 75 minerals more expensive than +1 carapace, so if it's a better upgrade as well, I think it's worthwhile. One of the benefits of carapace is that it does finish faster. In this sort of situation, I don't think that's really too much of an issue. Both players will have roach speed shortly. TLO already morphed in a couple of Ravagers. Sort of has the gas to morph in a few Ravagers though. 30 army supply down. Sort of has to do something, so he's making a whole bunch of Overlords. Obviously wants to make sure he doesn't get supply blocked again in this game. Both of them will expand towards the gold. Sort of was slightly sooner here, but again, I mean, it's within the sort of time frame where it's going to be pretty mediocre, the difference. But TLO's just going to push forwards and try and make the most of this attack. And again, no upgrade advantage, just numbers is what he's hoping to kind of hold the advantage of, and hopefully that's going to be enough to take down this base. He's pushing sort of back behind the hatchery, and I think sort of has to cancel this, otherwise he's going to just lose 300 minerals. Unfortunately for SortOf, his fourth base will not be allowed to come up just yet. Queen is working his way through, and Overlord here gets hit down by the corrosive bile. It's been a really long day. I was going to say concussive shells. No, that's not right at all, is it? Oh man. TLO 10 army supply up at the moment. He's going to lose an Overlord as well, so players trading out at the moment. TLO now puts his second Evo chamber to use. We'll use that for the +1 carapace. Infestation pit coming up as well. I mean, the European style is to play with that sort of triple infester kind of coming into play to start utilizing those against the Roach Ravager of his opponent. And sort of just, again, moving forwards a little bit with these Roaches, with these Ravagers. Seeing what he can get up to. One Ravager in the back here from TLO, looking to see how it might play out. And well, a few corrosive biles coming on in towards the front here. Nice setup from TLO, gets a bit of a surround, backs away from the biles of his opponent, and well, you're just going to be seeing +2 missiles about to finish up here. Still pushing forwards, TLO looking to see what he can get up to. The biles once again, for the most part, kind of not really hitting their target. Nice concave from SortOf. TLO obviously not afraid to fight on in. He does have +2 at the start of this fight, but now the +2 of SortOf finishes himself. And TLO keep on fighting here. He still has the numbers advantage, I think. If we look at the units tab, the 11 Ravagers to 5 and pretty much equal Roach numbers. And TLO has some Queens here which are transfusing, which is actually a pretty big deal. If you transfuse some lower health Roaches, it's almost like having a brand new Roach in the fight once again, which is obviously very, it actually adds up a lot when you have 6 transfuses. It's like 6 more Roaches, which is obviously a huge number. And there's TLO with so much that he's just still pushing forwards. Corrosive biles hitting these Overlords, taking them out of the sky. Another couple of biles dropping on down. Feels as though TLO has enough. Well, he's at least going to take down the gold, but I think he can keep on fighting here as well. There's the GG from SortOf. And TLO takes it to game number 4 with... Let's see. We kick off to the top right side of the map. He's down a game. Needs to win 2 in a row to move through in first place of this group. It is SortOf. SortOf! Ah, man, I really need to stop just making funny noises, don't I? I just need to sort of, I just need to sort of, like, calm the hell down. Gonna stand up for a couple of moments. Man, what a day. It just bounced some energy out of me. I don't think it's like a different, like, my mental energy is gone, but I think my physical energy is very high, you know? Because I've not been doing anything all day. Just been sat talking about StarCraft. For the past, again, like 11 hours. Mental. Bottom left side, TLO player from Team Liquid. Give it up for TLO. We're not going to do a fancy intro because guess what? I have not got my thing set up to do a fancy intro. I'm not sat down, I'm not on my mouse. I apologize. So there's gas mines here from SortOf. He's going to be throwing down that link speed actually. So link speed will start on up. As link speed starts on up, we're going to be seeing 8 of these Zerglings starting to come out here from SortOf as well. So 8 of those going to start pushing out onto the map. Extractor from TLO comes on down, and we do see that spawning pool as well, about halfway done. About halfway done. Bear Nest drops down from SortOf too. I mean, again, this is like a 13-12, so it is going to be pretty aggressive here. As, well, for TLO, it's all about the defense, and the problem is, for now, he has no idea what this is, because it's cross spawns. SortOf takes the gamble to go cross map, and he's going to get here instantly. TLO does start 6 lings. He sees this now. 6 lings, 2 queens on the way. I mean, probably a Bane Nest defensively, maybe a spine crawler at the front. He will put that spine down. It's going to be difficult for him to hold the low ground, though. especially if Ling's already sat around in the egg that his Lings are about to pop out of. Try and get some free shots right from the get-go. TLO, if he wants to hold this, will probably have to pull his... Oh, does he have to pull drones? Not yet. I mean, this is the thing about cross-spawn cactus. It does take a while for the Lings of sort of to get here, and if it takes a while to get here for the Lings, then you have that little bit of extra time where basically you're not going to have that sort of issue. Queen pulls back. Will actually save its energy. Will try and get the block on the ramp. Lings pull away to try and get away from the Banes. The damage done is... not enough, I don't think, from sort of just yet. He has another Bane about to finish. Now TLO's going to have Banes too, though. Bane goes up the ramp. Going to get blasted onto these couple of Banes here. TLO has more Lings coming out. I think he's fine. Spinecrawler as well. TLO's going to hold with like a 4-worker lead. He's going to hold with a 4-worker lead. And a hatchery advantage as well, because the opening that, the way that this build goes for sort of, this aggressive build doesn't get you the hatchery because you're mining gas so early, so you can't afford the hatch like you can with like a 12 pool or something. Feeling still seeing what they can do. Bane's going to join up on the low ground, some Lings on the ramp as well. Bane's from sort of continuing to build 2 now, just out the front. And looking to see what might happen. Again, a couple of Banes from TLO will come forwards and see if he can try and trade with those couple of Banes of sort of. Oh, he's going to get a big connection. That is huge for TLO. I mean, he just slows this down completely and again keeps himself so safe moving forwards. Now these Banes can't run in either because they have nothing to protect them if they try to move forwards here. Nothing at all. They have to back away. Disaster for sort of. Here in game number 4, his tournament life not quite on the line, but he will drop down to the decider match. And I know for him it's coming up to like 5 AM in Korea, 6 AM maybe? I think it's 6 AM it's coming up to for sort of, and he said he hasn't slept much. So, makes it a little bit awkward for him as again those Lings and couple of Banes will move on in towards the upper right hand side, see what else he can get up to. He's going to be seeing the Zerglings from sort of continue to come on out here. We'll be going down to the low ground very shortly. 3rd hatchery from sort of starts as well. One Ling in the front gets picked off right away, and well, I mean, just moving forwards with these Banes. Actually, the Banes going to go in towards the main base. Bane defensively sort of does help out. Those Banes are still running forwards, and well, this Bane here doesn't really actually connect on anything at all. Does he get the Ling kill or the drone kill? Not quite. That wasn't great from TLO, but I mean, the reality is 12 worker lead, 10 worker lead, let's be fair. 10 worker lead, plus 1 missiles, lair, roach drone build, and TLO just has to go for like a +1 roach attack, and I mean, at that point, sort of is just going to kind of he's just going to sort of roll over and die, because what else is he going to be able to do? He just does not have the units to really continue. Lair will be finishing momentarily for TLO, and again we're just sort of waiting for him to get into that next stage of this. Figure out what he wants to do here, figure out how he wants to approach this next sort of section of the game. Roach speed +1, again, I mean, sorry, I'm a little bit low, I really am very low energy at the moment. We see the carapace upgrade on this evolution chamber on the top right hand side, and yeah, just going to see the Rotron building up here as well. Just as we have a couple of moments, going to answer a question from the chat. Murph asked what's the HP thing. It's called the Bit Boss. It's called Bit Boss Battles, and when you cheer in the chat or you donate, every 1 cent is 1 hit point or 1 damage. So what you can do is if you cheer, say, if you cheer $5, it basically does $500 damage to the boss, and then if you kill him, you become the boss with either 100 health, or if you overkill by more than 100 health, with however much health you overkill by. So that's what the Bit Boss is. You can either cheer, you can donate to do it as well. And it's just for fun. Yesterday we had something to give away at the end of the stream with it. We're going to try and get more Bit Boss loot in the future. But yeah, for now it's just like a fun little thing. We keep track of who's the Bit Boss at the end of the day as well on the Bit Boss board. It's just a fun little thing. It's been pretty fun. People have been fighting each other quite desperately with it recently. As TLO is coming across the map with really not many units at all. I thought it would be a few more roaches than the 4 or 5. Yeah, I really did. He's going to kill a queen. There's a lot of units added from SortOf. I think SortOf at this point won't saturate the third base. I think he's just going to go across the map and try and win this. I'll try and kill TLO. He's gone for the Carapace upgrade with the idea of that, with the idea being that with the Zerglings, with a lot of the Zerglings, he should be able to kind of do a lot of tanking. And again, the Lings will be, if the Lings are tanky, they might be able to just help him break through the Roach lines by his own Roaches out-surviving the Roaches of his opponent. You'll see the few Roaches over here again from TLO coming through and being pretty successful. Lings are going to wrap around. That's going to be a surround. Those Roaches are indeed going to get picked off. So Roach is full. And again, Roach Ravager Ling from SortOf pushing forwards to see what he can do. Can he end this game? He actually has quite the army supply lead. I'm surprised he has such an army supply lead. TLO maybe being just a little bit too greedy. If TLO loses the Roach run, he's already rebuilding the Roach run. That's very smart. He might lose his tunneling claws though, which is obviously a pretty huge deal. He's going to come forward to try and fight this. He has got the missile upgrade advantage, and right now he's got the unit advantage as well, it seems. But now he's going to get hit by Zerglings. Zerglings are kind of the issue for TLO right now, because again, those are the units that can tank and keep the units sort of alive for a bit longer, but it doesn't look as though SortOf has enough. TLO keeping his Roach run alive, more Roaches on the way. Here comes another wave of Zerglings though. TLO has to be careful still. +2 missile attack is about to finish up. That will help a lot, of course. Spines at the front helping too. The Roach Roaring dies, but again, his new Roach Roaring has built up. And so TLO does make a hold out of this. This was a lot closer than maybe it should have been, but at the end of the day, if TLO doesn't die to the